I just walked in. I mean, the couches are gone. There's a chair, I guess. Kitchen table is gone. Oh, how nice, he left cats.
So I just saw that video where this girl's boyfriend moved out while she was on a solo vacation. And I gotta ask the question that's probably on everybody's minds. What or who did you do?
So yes, there is a new guy, and yes, I am going to be moving into his house.
Oh yeah, that man was finished with you.
Sensational.
So as you're probably already aware, she goes on a girls' trip, the boyfriend doesn't approve, and she comes back to an empty apartment. How ironic.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So I just saw that video where this girl's boyfriend moved out while she was on a solo vacation. And I gotta ask the question that's probably on everybody's minds. What or who did you do?
Yep.
Like, that man took everything cleanly. Literally put effort into moving out. He patched up the holes in the drywall where the TV was mounted. So you really must have done something wrong. That man did not want any reason for you to call, text, or contact him ever again. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Never contact me again. Actually, considering he patched up the drywall, you might collect $200 from the security deposit. That man did not move out. That man escaped like it was Shawshank Redemption. Honestly, did those cats, like, meow or make a sound in that video? Because it looked like he fed them too. That man did not leave any loose ends that you could go pull on to go try to get him back. Oh yeah, that man was finished with you.
The funniest part about the video is the fact he left the cats, and even those cats weren't happy to see her. I think he left a message saying, look, this is all you're gonna get, it's cats. And well, looks like we were right with this one, fella. She's already making TikToks talking about update on the cats.
I just walked in. I mean, the couches are gone. There's a chair, I guess. Kitchen table is gone. Oh, how nice, he left cats.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
You know this guy put in the group chat, boys, I need you at the missus place in 5. We're doing a sweep. Looks like to me he took everything he paid for. You know, he left a few of the things she bought. I don't know who was the breadwinner, but for him to take it all, it must have been him. And we're all probably thinking, what the hell did she do? Going on a girls' trip, as we know, is a red flag. But she must have been doing major stuff for him to clean the place.
So I'm not going to do a story time, but I'll just clarify some details for you guys so that there's less confusion.
Okay.
So basically, the ex that moved out, him and I broke up literally 7 months ago. We just continued to live together because we were both on the lease and neither of us wanted to leave. So no, I did not go on vacation without my spouse, or I did not go on vacation to cheat. Nothing like that. I literally went on vacation to visit my family. My ex and I were already broken up. I did know he was moving out, but he was supposed to be moving out after I had gotten back. He just decided to move out early. So no, cheating was not the reason for the breakup. We broke up because I'm kind of toxic. I'm kind of controlling. So no, I'm not a landlord. The video from a few months ago of the freeloader was at a buddy's house that I helped clean. And then in response to all of the other videos on my TikTok, I did meet a new guy through TikTok. But
Yikes.
That's not the reason why we broke up again. So yes, there is a new guy, and yes, I am going to be moving into his house. And then for everyone that's been either messaging or commenting saying take the D out of your bio, or is the D for your truck? No, the D is not for the Denali. The tattoo, the D was not for the Denali. The D is solely because the new guy's name is Dayton, so it starts with a D.
And the fact you went on this trip and you met this new guy and got the D.
Pause.
I don't know about this one. She's moving kind of crazy. She's got a tattoo about the new guy already. Yeah, this all ain't adding up. And normally when I do these videos, I'll go to the comments and it's normally filled with people saying the guy is in the wrong, he's this, he's that. But with this one, everyone's backing him. That is a rare thing that I see with these videos. So let's go look at some of the comments. This woman said, I'm confused. If he was planning to move out, why did you paint him to be the bad guy for moving out? He left the place immaculate. Yeah, he absolutely did. This other woman said, oh, she's crazy. Yeah, I think we're all thinking that. I don't even know you. However, I already want to move out. Did she say because I'm toxic, like it's a badge of honor? So it didn't ruin your life. You knew it was coming for 7 months and just decided to make a video lying for clout. Girl, check yourself into the mental ward. Damn.
You're a demon.
Yeah, guys, I'll be really interested to hear your thoughts in the comments. A lot of people are saying she went on the girls' trip, she's making up a lot of lies and stuff. What do you think she did? Do you think she went to see family? She went to see this other dude? Because she moved on pretty quick by the sounds of it, and the caption of the video was, "He ruined my life." Well, how did he do that? But hey, if I was your ex-boyfriend right now, I'll be having my popcorn with the boys and I'd be having a world of a time watching these TikToks. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. We'll discuss it.
This might be a bit controversial, but I'm convinced that Australian men are either too scared to ask girls out or they just don't know how to. And the reason I know this is whenever I'm overseas, guys will just approach you. And my friends from America that recently came down, they actually noticed that they don't get approached in Australia, but when they go back home, they will have like 5 guys running after them in one night. And I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure what has changed in Australia compared to, say, Europe or America, but it's very different here. And I feel like women have to start making the moves on guys, which is a very different sort of change with the dynamics. And the issue with that is I don't know how to approach a guy. Like, how do you ask a guy out? Do you just go up to them and ask out? How do you do that? But I'm not on any dating apps and I don't want to go on any. So my only solution is to meet someone out in public, but I don't go out at night and I don't drink and, you know, I'm not going to be at a bar. So I know I'm not going to meet my person there.
I think a large part of that problem is a lot of women in the West, especially like America, UK, a lot of these places where bizzleness is like a plague. These guys overseas know that and they stay clear of these women, man. I guarantee you that's what it is. A lot of these women say they want equality and guys should only approach them. Why don't girls start approaching dudes?
A guy who cannot communicate cannot lead.
A woman who doesn't listen can't be led.
Yeah, a guy who cannot communicate cannot lead. Think about the guy that has ghosted you, is ghosting you, or any of the guys that have ghosted you in the past, okay? Not people that can lead. They're not guys that can lead because they can't accurately even express what is going on inside of them.
Why is it always our
If
fault?
they can't effectively communicate, how can you expect them to lead you? He would rather be weird and ignore you than say, I'm not vibing anymore. I'm not interested anymore. It's not my jam. Do you know what I mean? Like, he can't even muster up 3 words. I'm not vibing anymore. Okay, that's 4. This doesn't just go for guys that have ghosted you. You could be in a relationship with someone who can't communicate with you. Like, you could be in a relationship with someone. Avoidant attachment styles cannot lead. Avoidant attachment styles cannot lead, okay?
Do you know what I feel like with a lot of these videos? It's always the same. Who hurt this girl, man? Who hurt these girls? They had a bad dating experience, a bad relationship, and they're just venting it all on social media. Guys do it too. But they're not saying, they talk as if it's relationships worldwide. They're just talking about a specific relationship or encounter they had. That's the thing.
You should have no desire to want to be with anybody that cannot properly lead you, okay? Has no plan, doesn't know where he's going, doesn't know where he's taking you. Immediately now. Immediately now. That sounds like a fucking trap.
Well, she says it sounds like a trap, but the real trap is a lot of these women want a guy to lead. And then if you do that, you know, they'll call you misogynist, controlling, and so on if they don't fancy it one day. That's the real trap.
In hell. No thank you. I want to know that we're going to the clouds. We're going to the fairies. We're going to see the fairies, right?
Oh, you're going to the fairies?
And go to the fairies? We're not doing that? You don't know where we're going? You don't know how to get there? Okay. This is sounding very bad.
What do you mean by that?
I really wonder how, like, Australian couples get together, because Australian guys, they can't flirt. Like, Australian men are just the worst at approaching women.
Hey, I don't think that's very fair. If I've got any Australian viewers right now, you have to let me know what you think of this.
They don't know how to talk to them in person. They don't know how to flirt, compliment a lady. Like, I really wonder how some of us, like, get around. And I think the same applies for, like, Canadian and New Zealand men. Like, men from Commonwealth countries have no balls when it comes to hitting on women. And it's frankly sad when you go to other countries, like, you know, Latin America, Europe, and you go like, wow, guys here actually have game with women. Like, it's shocking, honestly.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I just saw this Reddit post that was posted by Reddit Stories, but it's r/off my chest. I proposed to my girlfriend of 10 years yesterday, and she said no because I took too long. And then read this. I was so excited, I proposed. I handed her the ring, and she looked like she was going to cry. Then she said, sorry, I don't think we should get married, and I asked her why, and she said something along the lines of, quote, I'll always be the girl that you took a decade to decide if I was wifey material. I don't know how to be happy with that reality. And I was ready to just like shield my eyes and cringe at the comment section, but everybody there understood. Because obviously after 10 years, you know, she would have been giving him hints. She would have been asking, when is this gonna happen? Do you even wanna get married? Is there something wrong with me? And she was probably hanging on, desperate to try to make it work because she had sacrificed so much time and years of her life as a young woman. And then to actually see this man kneel down in front of her and be hit with this reality and be like, oh my gosh, this is what I waited for 10 years. I don't know if this is right. Like, it makes total sense.
Yeah, I don't really see what the problem is. And I'm glad to see that the comments are defending him. Because in this day and age, maybe 20 years ago, you know, it was very different. But in this day and age, you got to be careful on who you're marrying. Getting married is a great thing. It is. I'm not against it. Getting married, having kids, you know, is great. But at the same time, it is risky. Guys, 70 to 80% of divorces are being initiated by women, and I hope to God that every single person watching, that never happens, but it does happen a lot. And guys' lives can be ruined because of that decision. And I'm not saying to no one you should never get married, but just take your time. There's no rush. You don't have to rush these things. And if anything, if you're with a woman, she's rushing you to get married to her, that should be a red flag that she's going to flip and divorce you one day. Because a woman who loves you and cares about you and she's in it for the long haul will be happy. She'll be happy and say, you know, it will happen when it happens, when you're ready.
Came to the realization why I'm single.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Every guy that I'm like, oh yeah, he's attractive. Okay, this is not supposed to be offensive, but I see their wives and they just look like so, like, you know, like, not like this, just like, you know, like, I pretend my tattoos are gone. Dude, I look crazy. Like, that's why guys don't want to wife me up. And
You gotta respect her honesty though.
I just come to this realization today. See? Or maybe it's because all of them see me eat sushi after I get out of the grocery store in my car with my bare fingers and drink sweet tea. Oh no. Guys, I thought these men wanted, like, you know, big, strong, tough girls. I don't know. I feel like all of them are, like super girly, and all these guys are like, yeah, that's my girl. That's just, like, housewife stuff. And I'm over here, like, I own my own business. I'm covered in tattoos. I'm a little spazzy, but that's okay. We embrace it. But yeah, I don't think any guy's gonna wife me up because I can't take me seriously.
I'll be honest, guys, I think she's being a bit hard on herself. The girl seems alright to me. Yeah, there's a lot of guys who don't like nose rings, tattoos, you know, girls who are butch. You know, I'm not saying she's butch, she looks like she's in good shape, which is great. But a lot of guys just want a petite feminine woman. You know, I think a lot of guys see, especially those two, the nose rings, like piercings, girls covered in tattoos. Yeah, they align that with crazy.
Okay, ladies, listen up. You are not unattractive, okay? This is not the reason why people aren't approaching you in public. You're bootyful. It's more than likely that you just look unapproachable. I'm gonna tell you what I do to be approached, because it just seems to happen every time I do these things. Is it nice to get validation from a stranger out in public, you know, randomly? Sure. Dating apps are not exactly satisfying. If you're content with those, just feel free to keep scrolling. First,
if a girl says dating apps are not satisfying, which they're not, but a lot of guys will rarely get attention on them. Girls like this, a lot of girls get hundreds of DMs a day, so they're just not satisfied with them anymore. They need validation from something else.
things first. If you're out in public and you're going for a walk, grocery shopping, dilly-dallying, I don't give a shit. If you have your headphones in, lose them. No, I'm a walking contradiction. However, it does work. No one's going to come up to you if you have your headphones in. So whatever human being decides to interrupt you while you have your headphones in is not the type of person you want to approach you. If you want to meet someone in real life, you're going to have to raw dog real life. Sorry, friend. Number 2 is wearing your sunglasses consistently. I know y'all are going to hate that one because the sun be out here and we're all going blind. However, any opportunity the sun is not in your eyes and that you could take your sunglasses off your face and show your face and show your eyes, you're more likely to be approached.
To be fair, I don't think it's that deep. You know, just looking friendly and approachable, not looking crazy as hell, is a pretty good way to get approached, because a lot of guys, if they see that and they're confident, they will approach you in the right circumstances.
How long you been you go?
Oh, about 5 years, and I've cheated on her about 50 times.
What's her name? India?
What? India.
Probably why, innit?
She's alright.
If she was named, let's say, Taiwan, you might not cheat on her, innit?
The man said Taiwan.
Where would you find a good woman?
I normally go slug and lettuce.
Slug and lettuce?
As you can see right now, next door's dead, so we're going res.
You got a partner?
Yeah, bro. She's at home, bro.
How long you been with her?
5 years now.
So what's the secret to being with her for 5 years then?
Just keep her keen, honestly.
How'd you keep her keen?
You know, just cheat on her on a night out, that's it, bro.
Say what?
Cheat on her on a night out, bro, that's it.
Cheat on her on a night out and that keeps her keen?
Yeah, bro, honestly, bro.
So what should go look like?
Little J-bike, doesn't hurt, bro.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
Well, guys, I can confidently say these are not the sort of guys you want to take advice from. Cheating, I've never really understood it. It's kind of stupid. I don't know whose time you're wasting more, yourselves or your girls. If you don't want to be with someone, just leave them. If you really want to be with other people, go and be with those other people. Why be in a relationship and do it? I don't get it.
You asked me to answer a question on a hypothetical
and what?
situation.
Okay, and then what was the question I asked? Okay, hang on. What was the actual question I asked you? Just repeat it back to me if you don't mind.
If you were the Queen of the U.S., who would your policies? Yeah, we've got a little off topic, Brian. If I were the Queen of the U.S. right now, who would my climate policies help right now?
Right. So who would they help right now? How would it help people who have jobs to have jobs?
I think that the U.S. systemically is so dependent on fossil fuels that I don't think that you can, from my point of view, and you don't have to agree with this, I'm not trying to force you to agree with me. I think that because our economy is so dependent on fossil fuels, that implementing like a sustainable policy like this, it wouldn't benefit anyone right now. I think I agree with your point on that. I'm talking about long-term solutions. That's more so my perspective here.
Yeah, so it wouldn't help a single person right now. So if you were the Queen of the United States, you would implement policies which wouldn't help a single fucking person right now.
I think also you're ignoring that sometimes in politics, it's not just about policies helping people short-term, that you're trying to create long-term systemic impact.
Great. Okay, well, let's get into that. So you brought up the homeless crisis in the United States. I'm not sure it's a crisis, but the homeless problem. You're the Queen of the United States. Same thing. How would you solve the problem of the homeless in the United States, even with a long-term solution?
Are you asking me, a 21-year-old college student, to solve U.S. homelessness right now?
Yes. Can you vote?
Yes, but
Yeah, you're damn right I'm asking you the question.
You got it, Kylie.
I am a political science major.
Political science major. What the f does that mean?
I believe in you.
I love my political
Kylie
science
for president.
major.
I'm sorry. Hang on, Kylie. Are you allowed to vote?
Yes, I am allowed to vote.
Then yeah, I'm asking you the question. That's right.
I want to decline this question, and it's because I'm going to be honest, I truly don't think I'm equipped to solve U.S. homelessness.
I'm not a US citizen, but my answer to Andrew's question would have been something like, You know, the UK's in the same situation, giving millions, billions to other countries before we sort out our own countries first. You know, we could give a lot of that to sort out homelessness and veterans sleeping out on the street. And once again, another clip of saying a bunch of words, but saying absolutely nothing at the same time. Guys, I'm going to conclude this long video with this one. Let's discuss it in the comments. Let me know what you think.